On September 1st, 2019, the Dodgers set a new single-season team home run record after hitting 4 home runs against the Diamondbacks, with the most notable home run being the final one.
Clark delivers, and Peterson unloads! That thing is long gone!
Not only did Jock Peterson's go-ahead 454-foot blast tie for the 5th longest of his career, the bat he was using wasn't his normal bat. The day prior, former Dodgers outfielder Ethier visited the clubhouse and gave Peterson some bats, one of which was used for this clutch home run. I guess that makes sense considering throughout Ethier's career, he thrived in these types of situations. As a result, he adopted one of Derek Jeter's many nicknames, Captain Clutch. With a total of 14 career walk-offs and multiple seasons of elite offensive production, Ethier carved out a legacy of consistency and clutchness as a one-team player. However, before he arrived in LA, the Dodgers weren't anywhere near the juggernauts they are today. Real quick, if you have an underrated player or team hero you'd like me to cover next, leave their name down in the comments. In 2004, the Dodgers made the playoffs for the first time in nearly a decade, only to lose to the Cardinals in the NLDS. Following the departure of Adrian Beltre and the decline of a few players, the 2005 Dodgers ended the year 71-91. Only their second 90-loss season since moving to LA in 1958. Fortunately, new GM Ned Colletti inherited a top-rated farm system, and less than a month into his tenure, he not only made his first career trade, it was one of the best trades of his career. The Dodgers traded outfielder Milton Bradley and infielder Antonio Perez to the Oakland A's for minor league outfielder Ethier. Although, after the teams agreed to an outline of the deal, the A's tried to take Ethier off the table, but the Dodgers held firm and the deal was eventually agreed upon. Colletti believed Ethier had a chance to be a very good everyday player in the big leagues, and Ethier proved him right instantly. In 2006, Ethier became the first Dodgers rookie since Mike Piazza to play over 120 games and hit over 300. Plus, his OPS plus of 113 meant his OPS was 13% above league average. While the Dodgers' 2006 record indicated success was on the horizon, their 2007 season was disappointing. Plus, Ethier went through a bit of a sophomore slump, although a young core was forming with players such as Russell Martin, James Loney, Matt Kemp, Chad Billingsley, and Clayton Kershaw, who all had permanent roles by the end of 2008. The 2008 Dodgers lost in the NLCS, but this was a huge improvement from their disappointing 2007 season. Although this wouldn't have been possible if the Dodgers never beat the Diamondbacks in their season-long divisional race. In a battle where every win is crucial, everyone is expected to step up. And this is how the legend of Captain Clutch began.
Fastball, and it's going to go into left field. Here comes Martin. He is in there, and the Dodgers win it 4-3.
From the beginning, uncomfortable situations fueled Ethier to succeed. Well, among the 8 walk-offs the 2008 Dodgers had, Ethier had 3 of them. This was just one aspect of a great 2008 season, a year where his 132 OPS plus made him one of the best offensive outfielders in the National League. Then in 2009, he replicated this OPS plus, but he also hit a career-high total in doubles and home runs. In fact, he's one of only 5 players in Dodgers history to hit 30 home runs and 40 doubles in the same season. This incredible season not only resulted in some MVP votes and a Silver Slugger, Ethier won an award that doesn't exist anymore, but it was perfectly suited for him: the Clutch Performer of the Year. Ethier became the first player to have 6 walk-off hits in a season since 1974. But this historically clutch 2009 season was more than just walk-offs. Since 2008, among every player who's had at least 25 opportunities to drive in the tying or go-ahead run in the 9th inning or later, Ethier's 2009 slugging percentage in these situations is tied for the highest in the past 15 years. In short, Ethier performed better than everyone when the pressure was at its highest. With 4 walk-off home runs in a season, Ethier became just the 3rd player in MLB history to accomplish this feat. In fact, one of these home runs could be considered the biggest of his career. If you're a Dodgers fan, maybe you're thinking of this 3-run home run against the Braves. Well, actually, I'm talking about this one.
Fastball and a high drive into deep right. Back goes Jones to the wall.
Ethier's 4th walk-off home run of the 2009 season had a WPA, or win probability added, of 79.9%. WPA quantifies the percent change in a team's chances of winning from one event to the next, meaning Ethier shifted the odds of the Dodgers winning this game by 79.9%. Not only was this the highest WPA of Ethier's entire career, it's the highest WPA for a walk-off by a Dodger in the 21st century. Ethier continued his outstanding play into the playoffs, possessing a 1900 OPS in the NLDS and being one of the team's only notable offensive players in their NLCS loss. After all this, the likelihood of Ethier surpassing the heights of his 2009 season was low. But in 2010, he nearly did. Before breaking his right pinky finger in mid-May, Ethier was the best hitter in baseball, even hitting both his 2010 walk-off hits prior to the injury, one of which was a walk-off grand slam. Ethier did come back in time to make his first All-Star game, but following the injury, he couldn't replicate his pre-injury production, later admitting he probably returned too early. Fortunately, Ethier started off the 2011 season on another hot streak, in particular, a 27-game hitting streak in April. Not only is this the longest hitting streak in MLB history in the month of April, it ended at 30 games, the 2nd longest hitting streak in Dodgers history. In the end, Ethier once again made the All-Star game and won his first Gold Glove. But he dealt with right knee pain for much of the year, leading to surgery and a premature ending to his season. At the same time, there was real concern the upcoming 2012 season could be Ethier's last as a Dodger, due to questions about the team's future concerning ownership and the playoffs, which Ethier highlighted heading into the 2011 season. Well, not only were the Dodgers sold ahead of the 2012 season, Ethier signed a 5-year, $85 million extension a few months later. Coupled with Matt Kemp and his 8-year extension, these two were set to be the backbone of the Dodgers offense for years to come. While some injury troubles kept Kemp out of the lineup for a portion of the 2012 season, Ethier returned from his knee surgery better than ever. Plus, he became the only player in Dodgers history to hit at least 30 doubles in 7 seasons. Unfortunately, a couple weeks after setting this record in early September, Ethier began wearing a walking boot for a sore foot, which caused him to miss a good portion of September and possibly contributed to his poor performances in the 2013 playoffs. Then in 2014, Ethier started to show real signs of decline, leading to a diminished role in the second half of the season. Ethier's prime seemed to be coming to an end. But then, 2015 happened. Early season injuries to Yasiel Puig and Carl Crawford forced Ethier into an everyday role, and he delivered in a big way, setting a career high in OPS+. In fact, his month of August was the 3rd best month of his career in terms of OPS, a month that began with his 14th career walk-off and ended with a go-ahead home run against the Giants. Unfortunately, 1 year later, Ethier was in a much different position. During 2016 spring training, Ethier suffered a fractured right tibia and didn't rejoin the team until September, spending the rest of the season as a pinch hitter. The Dodgers performed well without Ethier, but they would have been eliminated from the playoffs early if Ethier wasn't on the playoff roster. In Game 4 of the NLDS, the Dodgers were 1 loss away from being sent home. Many of their starters weren't performing well, and they were running out of time. In the bottom of the 8th, with a tied score and 2 outs, Ethier, who hadn't stepped in a batter's box in nearly 2 weeks, came in to pinch hit. He kept the inning alive with a single to move Andrew Tolles into scoring position, allowing the next batter, Chase Utley, to drive in the go-ahead run. The Dodgers ended up winning this game and the series. Sure, the Dodgers went on to lose in the NLCS, but this was a huge career moment for a player that dealt with so much during the season just for the chance to reach this position. Well, unfortunately for Ethier, there was more hardship on the horizon. In 2017 spring training, Ethier suffered a herniated disc in his back. As Ethier said, this wasn't like his 2016 freak injury. This injury signaled the years of wear and tear was finally catching up to him. When he returned in September, he was mainly a pinch hitter and only made 1 appearance in the NLDS. However, his first appearance in the NLCS was as a starter. Well, in his first at-bat, he delivered.
And now Hendricks back to work, and Andre Ethier sends one deep to right. This is way back, and goodbye!
This home run put the Dodgers on the board and ignited their offense, leading to an eventual series win. Finally, in his 12th season, Ethier had made it to the World Series. He went 2 for 5 in the series, a Game 5 hit that led to no runs, and a Game 7 RBI single for the first and only Dodgers run in that game. After the season, the Dodgers declined Ethier's club option, making him a free agent for the first time in his career. Initially, he declined reports of retirement, but after failing to sign with any major league team, Ethier retired on July 25th, 2018, with the Dodgers hosting a retirement ceremony a week later. An era of Dodgers baseball was closing, and while this current era is filled with more success, it's never easy to say goodbye to a longtime player. In 2023, Ethier was included on the Hall of Fame ballot, and he was one of 7 players not to receive a single vote. Statistically, he wasn't a Hall of Fame caliber player, but that doesn't mean his career was without value. As Captain Clutch, Ethier created countless memories. There is no better feeling than rounding the bases, the strobe lights are flashing, everyone is on their feet, and then you round third base and there's your entire team waiting behind home plate for you. What a feeling that is. He wasn't a superstar, but these moments will live on for years to come. And that's why Andre Ethier is a Dodgers legend. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe to Raving Sports, check out my channel SportStorm, and if you have an underrated player or team hero you'd like me to cover, leave it down in the comments. Thanks for watching.